we are in the Mushroom Hill Zone. Let's check out some badniks. The first badnik you'll see is Dragonfly. He's literally a dragonfly. He flies up and down on the same spot. He can be a bit tricky to hit though, as he has a small hitbox. If you hit his tail, you will take damage, so make sure you whack him on the head. Other than that, he's a really easy foe, and he's not too much to worry about. Butter Droid is the most pathetic and useless badnik in this stage. He flies around in groups of 2, and the only time he will ever give you any trouble is when you're trying to use one of the lifts, and even then, probably won't even notice he's there. So easy, so easy. Pathetic. And this cheeky lad here is called Mad Mole. Clues in the name, he's a mole, and he's mental. He pops up out of the ground, and he throws his mushroom at you. And if you get hit by the mushroom, you won't take any damage, but it will send you flying backwards, into spikes and down into pits. He's a wily foe, but if you keep calm, you'll be able to dodge his mushroom with ease. Mush Meanie is a badnik that takes on the form of a mushroom. He's always found in tight little corridors, and all he does is he just jumps towards you, bouncing around. It takes 2 hits to kill, the first one to knock the mushroom off his head, and the second one to deal the finishing blow. And he's by far my favourite badnik in this stage. And the last badnik in this stage is Cluckoid. Now, the badnik himself doesn't actually do any damage to you, but he will blow you back with a huge gust of wind, so when he's taking a deep breath, that's your chance to strike. Overall, not too difficult though, so he only gets a 2 on the difficulty level. And that's all the badniks in this stage, not too difficult, it's a nice, easy, enjoyable stage. Here we are in the Mushroom Hill Zone. It's the 7th level of Sonic 3 Knuckles, and it's the first level of Sonic and Knuckles, and we are immediately welcomed with some plot. Oh, Knuckles is up to something shady here. I wonder what's going on. It's not very well hidden though, is it? So let's just have a peek in here and... Oh, what's this? It's a big ring. And we are now in the Hidden Palace, where we are about to lose all of our Chaos Emeralds. Unfortunately, this means that we will not be able to turn into Supersonic anymore. However, we can now collect the Super Emeralds, so I'm going to pick this one here. So these special stages are just more of the same, except this time you get to choose which order you'd like to do them in. So each Super Emerald has its own specific special stage, and this stage is pretty easy. Some of them can get quite difficult later on, but the first couple aren't too bad, but I've done them so many times that they're basically just ingrained in my brain. As you can see here, we've now got yellow spheres, so the yellow spheres are just springs, and if you step into them like that, they launch you forward. You have to be careful though, because sometimes they will launch you into red spheres, or just launch you somewhere that you really shouldn't be, so you need to be careful for those. But yeah, it's just more special stages, so I'm just going to talk about this one because it's a new one, but after this I probably won't be talking about them anymore, because I feel like I said enough about them in Sonic 3 and Knuckles so far, and I have literally run out of things to say because they are all the same. But having said that, it's a decent stage to start with. Now we get a nice little scene here that shows us collecting the first emerald. I really like that, it's a nice touch. And here we are finally, now I can talk about the zone. So it's a bit of a weird one, this, because we've just done Launch Base Zone, which is kind of like the last level of... Oh yeah, you can jump on these mushrooms as well, bounce off them to get some extra height, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, so we've done Launch Base Zone, which was like the last zone of Sonic 3. But it was the midway point of Sonic and Knuckles. So we're at this weird point where we kind of go back to doing the first level again. So it's really, really easy zone. So the difficulty level is really low for this. And we've got these weird pulley things, which I'm going to be honest, when I was a kid, I actually just could not figure them out at all, and I'd get stuck. I'm pretty sure I managed to figure out a way to beat the level without actually using any, but I was dumb back then, so, you know. And, oh, mushroom guy, yep. See, he's a pain, but you just got to be patient and wait, and you can get past. And these things here, I am absolutely useless at those swings or whatever they are. And also, you've got these weed things that you can get stuck on, so they're a bit of a pain, but, you know, they're kind of cool. But yeah, as you can see, there's just giant mushrooms everywhere, and everything's mushroom themed, like that guy there. So just down here, past this pulley, is another special stage. So I have decided to speed these up because I am starting to run out of things to say, but this special stage is pretty easy. You just basically follow the path forward, and when you reach the end, you'll need to jump over to jump on the spring and move to the next section. But overall, this stage is pretty easy. It just looks quite intimidating. And that's our second Super Emerald. So we are doing all right. You can actually get all of them in Mushroom Hill Zone. I think there's like 11 rings in total, but you can't collect all 11 in the stage because some are only accessible by Knuckles. So now we've got the second special stage out the way. I just wanted to read a few bits from the manual. This is the European manual. I'm not sure if there's too much of a difference, but let's read what it says about the Mushroom Hill Zone. Mushroom Hill Zone. Fantastic mushrooms cover the lush hills deep in floating islands interior. Many useful kinds of plants grow here. See how they can help you. So, yeah, the pulleys you can use with 2 players, but it doesn't really speed it up in any way. And with these dragonflies, it's best to just wait till he's flying up, because if you hit him too soon, then you will take damage, and the insta-shield is a godsend here. And the zone's over already, and we have our first mini-boss of Sonic and Knuckles. And this guy is called Hey Ho, and he is an axe-wielding robot that cuts down trees. And he is one of the easiest mini-bosses in the game. So he cuts down the tree, and you have to dodge the tree trunks or you will take damage. And I didn't know this until I recorded this video. If you let him get to the bottom, he just does this weird animation, and you can hit him. But the easiest way to beat this boss is to literally stand underneath him and just keep hitting him. And the only things that will hit you is the fire coming out of his jetpack. And if you have a fire shield, he can't even hurt you, so he's really easy. It's a really, really easy boss. And that's it. That's the end of Act 1. And I should have waited to get those rings, but I also didn't really need to, so we're all good. And kicking off the start of Act 2, we meet Knuckles straight away, where he has the switch, which for some reason makes this place very, very windy and sends us flying up to the top of the map, which is a weird flex, but okay. Cheeky invincibility in the corner there, so make sure you grab that. And I actually really like these weight bouncer things. I don't really know how to describe them, but they're pretty cool in my book. Seesaw. It's a seesaw. I couldn't think of the word seesaw. And as you may have noticed, the entire stage has changed to a different season. We are now in an autumn season because the end of this level, Dr. Robotnik's machine, is actually a weather machine, and he's been changing the seasons for some reason. And this is the clockoid here, so this is what it does. He blows you about, but they're not too tricky. I mean, they can knock you into spikes here or there. And then you've got these weird, like, mushroom parachute things, but there's not too many of them, but they are a bit strange, but they are kind of cool, I guess. And not really sure what I was doing. I was sort of messing about there, trying to look for something, but as you can see here, the mushroom colour actually changes as well, so it's not just the seasons that change, it actually affects, like, the mushrooms and stuff as well. And there's another one of these that just blows you up, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, if I didn't hit him, then he was definitely going to knock me into spikes, and as you can see, there's quite a few of them in the stage. There's a electric shield in here, so you can only get it from going that side. If you go the other side, you won't be able to collect it. And I'll just do this to just show you how much he can actually blow you back, so you just need to be quite careful with this. And this is like the only time ever I've been able to nail this first try. Normally it just sends you down to the bottom and there's like a spring and there's a path that only Knuckles can take. So quite impressed I managed to do that. And we've got these loop-de-loops here. And as you've seen, the season's changed again as well. So this is more, I guess it's more of like a wintry one. And right here is probably the most famous, well, the second most famous special stage after the first one. So this is the third and last Chaos Emerald that we'll be getting in this stage. And the stage is, it's another one that's basically just follow the path. Like, it's not too difficult. You just have to pay attention as to what you're doing, because if you hit a bumper or something, you can fail it quite easily. But this one is not too much hassle and you'll get through it quite easily. So that is the third Super Emerald collected. So 4 more left to get. Right, I'm not really sure how I remember this, but if you jump on this left lever here instead of the right one and go all the way up to the top, when you hit the spring in the bottom, instead of it sending you to the right, it will send you straight up into this room up here. And just in here, there are 2 shields, and I would highly recommend that you grab the fire shield because it will make this boss a hell of a lot easier. And this is his weather changing machine here, which blows up in 1 hit. And then he just runs off like the coward that he is. And this boss is called Egg Scrambler or Jetmobile. And this is all it does, is he just runs away and you have to dodge these spikes that come towards you. And if you have the fire shield, then he can't even hit you himself. So the only part of this boss that's difficult is the spikes. And it's not even a hard boss anyway, so he just gets a 1 on the difficulty level. And that's it. That's the end of Act 2. I do like this stage. It's very weird after doing the launch base zone because it's quite an easy stage, so you breeze through it quite quickly and it's quite forgettable. And now flying overhead is the next zone, the flying battery zone. It's not the same flying battery from Angel Island. This is the actual flying battery, so I will see you in the next zone. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that like button for me. And if you aren't already, consider clicking that subscribe button as well. Any support and feedback is greatly appreciated. Below, I will be leaving 2 videos, so make sure you check those out as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Farewell. I love you. Beans. So as most people already know, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was split into 2 games. So it was split into Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. And you could combine both the games together to make one big game, which was Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now, the Mushroom Hill zone is the first zone of Sonic and Knuckles. And I just wanted to read this out from the manual. Lock on for action. Sonic & Knuckles is a revolutionary new kind of game. It is the first game cartridge ever that you can play by itself or lock on with other Sonic game cartridges. Play this game by itself to continue Sonic's quest to save Floating Island and defeat rotten Dr. Robotnik through fantastic new zones. As Sonic, you'll battle for the Chaos Emeralds. As Knuckles, you'll defend the island's secrets. There's way more. Lock on Sonic 3 with Sonic & Knuckles cartridge to create a huge 34 meg Sonic epic. Sonic 3 & Knuckles has more gameplay options in Player 1 mode, new secrets wait to be found, and now you've got 14 emeralds to rescue, play as Knuckles, and discover new routes. More yet, lock on Sonic 2 to the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge to experience a totally new Sonic 2 adventure as Knuckles with all his signature moves. So start zooming. Dr. Robotnik's Death Egg is about to launch. Important! Sonic Hedgehog cartridge is designed to lock on with Sonic 3 or Sonic 2 cartridge. It will not work with non-Sonic cartridges.